Welcome to the Practical Ascension podcast. I'm your host and soul alchemist, Tracy Goody. Stay with me for practical guidance and flow for your modern life through this time of ascension. November 2019 Akashic Insight Forecast. This November is all about ascension and choices. So going into November, I can already feel the absolute power that it holds. We have 4 big retrogrades, Mercury, Pluto, Uranus, and Chiron, that are all helping us to dig deep into spiritual insight, tune inwards, and experience big transformation, growth, and clarity. You are so fully supported. This month is so awesome for divine support. But this doesn't mean that you pass all that responsibility on to the universe. You must take responsibility for yourself and your choices. The quality of your choices in November will make a big impact on how magical or hectic the energy will feel. And you're going to have all kinds of opportunities for this. But if you can get this nailed down right at the start of the month, you're really going to set yourself up in the right lane. So when you're operating from a higher vantage point, an ascendant one of like 5th dimension, where you are focusing on personal responsibility, trust, and openness, you're in the lane of magic for November. When you are focusing on what is, so just kind of like the things that are happening in your life, feeling like you don't have any control over them, feeling like it's just happening to you, focusing on drama or making the same old choices over and over, you're more likely to be in the hectic lane for November. Again, this is all a choice, and you can switch lanes at any time by taking your power and responsibility back and making choices that are aligned to your intuitive guidance and where you feel called to go. We're encouraged to get really spiritual grounded as we're starting the month. This balanced approach is really going to serve beautifully. So this means that you're looking within, that you are paying attention to the calling to connect to the divine, whatever that means to you. Then you are listening and acting on the enlightenment that comes through. You're making choices and real-world actions based on this supportive divine intelligence. This is how you will see the real-world changes come about really swiftly. So go within, but ground that in action and mindset to integrate it and really feel the abundance and energetic riches all around you. Let yourself really feel the magic the first week and really through it all of November. Now, as we're moving forward through the gateway of 11/11, the clarifying energy of all of these retrogrades will be reminding us to have courage, to continue to move forward and listen to the enlightenment we are already receiving and taking action on. Yes, this message is very repetitive, and I've been saying this for the entire forecast, but I really want it to sink in because this is how you're going to see the changes that you've been asking for. Many of us are going to feel a roadblock kind of right around this time with the energy, not because it's not supportive, but because it's asking us to go outside of our comfort zones, to take action and to show up in a way that we may not have dared to previously. But now is the time for that. So that can create, the normal up-leveling resistance that's felt. To prep for this energy, just be aware of your sabotages. So those fears and doubts and behaviors and even physical symptoms that keep you in your safe place. That also happens to be the stagnant space that you're ready to move out of. So being aware of your sabotages when they come up, being mindful of them and seeing them for what they are is really going to help you to take action to let go of them. So you're shedding your skin of fears and doubts, of insecurities, and feeling like you need to protect yourself. Courage really is the word for the week of 11/11. Calling upon your divine team and your most expansive, powerful, grounded self to take bold action. This might mean cleaning up your inner world of limiting thoughts and programs. It might mean taking big action in your business or decluttering a closet. It's going to be different for everybody. And this is why I'm encouraging you to look within and listen intuitively. Don't discount something just because you think, well, this isn't going to help me get ahead. But if you're feeling the calling to do it, it just means you don't have all the pieces of the puzzle yet. So take action on that, and the next part will reveal itself. Big action and courage come in so many different forms. So just tune within to see where you are drawn to. And did I mention there's also a full moon on November 12th? So we have our 11/11, then we have the full moon energies right there too. So this energy is just adding to the intuition superpowers, the clarity, and really giving you extra support that you've been waiting for. Now, at the halfway point in the month, and November is really not slowing down on this spiritual intuitive insight bandwagon. Honestly, it's really wild how much support we have in November. I really hope you are taking advantage of this. You're guided fully, and your divine team, God, universe, whatever words you use, is ready to help you. Be sure that you are asking for support. Write it out or journal it. A to-do list for the universe. So at the start of the month, we're talking about personal responsibility. We're really understanding that it's our personal responsibility to self-heal, to make the choices, to tune within. And then as we're moving into the month, the universe is reminding us, oh, hey, I'm so happy you're understanding this lesson of personal responsibility. But just so you know, I can take over some of that stuff on your list too. So writing out a to-do list for the universe. So while you have been moving towards something for a long time, there's also an energy of starting a whole new journey of deeper alignment here. So it's a really great time to be starting to look within in the second half of the month. What are your goals and dreams? It's going to be a very supportive time to revisit them as we're nearing the last week of the month and we're supported by the new moon. Not only to set your intentions and send a to-do list to the universe, but also to take that courageous and clear action that you've been guided to. As Mercury retrograde is wrapping up near the end of the month, we're reminded one more time in November of our choices. What is no longer serving us? What is a time for us to let go of? Growth is ready to meet us halfway. So we're ready to be fully supported, to have that growth, to have those changes, to have that ascendant life. But we have to listen to and act on our courageous intuitive nudges. Courageous is starting to be a bit of a tongue twister for me. And finally, taking a breath of gratitude, awe, and victory for all that November has brought to light. There is potential for huge wins this month. Enjoy every single victory fully, but be mindful that you're not overflowing into spiritual snobbery because you're listening to your intuition, manifesting, and kicking ass at life. So what I mean by spiritual snobbery is just remember to stay grounded and present and have an open heart to serve at your highest level. That level does not contain judgment or pressure on others or thinking that you have all the right answers and ways. Every path is unique, so celebrate your own and open your heart to that next awe-inspiring event that is just around the corner. Raise up those around you with acceptance and support. So spiritual snobbery is the opposite of acceptance and support, thinking that you know it all and you know the right way for everybody to do everything. Just kind of take a step back and enjoy your own journey and enjoy the wins that you've received. All right, so some keys for November. Tune into yourself. Create a to-do list for the universe. Revisit goals and what you can let go of and what you want to focus on. Courageously listen to your intuition and make choices that support you. And have fun with the magic and awe-inspiring turn of events because I think that it might surprise you. It's going to be a lot of fun. All right, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for joining me today. Remember to check out practicalascension.com for your free membership, access to guided journeys, energy healings, activations, and more to deepen your practical ascension experience. And grab that all in the show notes below. Have an amazing day.